Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is all about homeschool curriculum. We are on 8th grade homeschool curriculum for my daughter Jalea. We're just gonna jump right in and start with LA. We are using the Good and the Beautiful. Love the Good and the Beautiful language arts programs. They are wonderful. So we did not start with the level that matches their grade level. So she will be on level 7. She hasn't done this one yet. Comes with a course companion. We had already had this daily checklist left over from my older daughter, which we will use again. And then I think actually, I think she shares the same, oh yes, right here. She shares the same grammar cards with my younger son. Geography and grammar, so it says for use with levels 5 through 7, so they will share these cards right here. Okay, then it comes with a favorites classic reader, and so it will tell her when to read the stories in here. But then I always have my kids do the the reading challenge. So in the very front it says course reading, the glare, hold on. Okay, course reading challenge right here. So it tells you what books to read, and then it just has some genres that they can pick. So it says, so we have Heidi, that's one that she'll be reading. We have Benjamin West and his cat Grimalkin. We have a biography that she had to pick out, so we picked out Eric Liddell, however you say that. A historical fiction, we already had this book. It's probably a little bit too easy reading for her, but I don't mind throwing in some easy ones because she does have some pretty long ones in here. So Phyllis Wheatley will be her historical fiction. Another historical fiction will be Girl with a Musket. Another historical fiction is Edith Cavell. And then she got to pick some fiction ones, so we went with Anne of Green Gables. And I either got these, I either saved them from my older daughter, or I got them from the Good and the Beautiful, or I got them from thrift books, which I have been loving. I didn't know about thrift books until this year. It's fabulous. It doesn't take very much to get free shipping, and it's pretty fast. And I've pretty much found every single book that I've ever needed on thrift books. So, been very happy with that. Another fiction that she picked out was Black Star, Bright Dawn. And then the last one for a nonfiction is this book called Blizzard. And so, yeah, it looks like nonfiction. It just has a bunch of newspaper clippings, but it does look like it's interesting to read. It doesn't look like it will be real boring or anything. So those, she has a lot of reading. I've noticed in the level 7 there's a lot of reading, which I'm totally good with. All my kids are readers, and so they don't mind reading a lot. So that's her LA. Then all of them can type, but I've never taken them through like an official typing thing. And so at the end of last year I had gotten typing 1 for Jericho and Jalea to do together, and they both really liked it. It's, you know, very simple, but they both really liked it, so I got typing 2. They won't do that every day. It's not super long course or anything like that. I did decide to go ahead and do some wordly wise. I just think having a strong vocabulary just helps you in a lot of different areas. And so they can do this like when they're waiting for me to help them when I'm helping another kid or something. I'm not super worried about them getting through it. I think they can get through it just fine. We did handwriting level 7. So all of my kids don't really like handwriting, and quite honestly their handwriting's not very good. So they I'll need some help with the handwriting. Then for one of her electives, I am going to be doing Introduction to Logic with her. I wasn't sure if I needed the teacher's guide, but I think I actually do, because there's not any, like, I think I do. So I need to go ahead and order that. That's actually the last thing I need to order, and I'm completely done. So I will be doing this just independently with her. I thought about having Jericho do it, but he's only 6th grade, so I think I would like to wait till he's a little bit older. Okay. Then we are going to be doing history all together, and so we have History from the Good and the Beautiful, Year 2. This is the course book. It comes with maps and images. It comes with a timeline, which I love this timeline. It is so cool. I learn a lot every single time I look at the timeline. So this was from year 4, I believe. I had saved, it's the exact same timeline. I had saved it, and so it has our other stickers on it. And so I'm just going to be adding the stickers that came with it. We're just going to keep our old timeline and add them together so that we can see what was happening in year 4 when we did it as well. So that actually means that I have an extra timeline to give away. So you don't have to do this history just to hang up this timeline and think it's really cool. So if you comment below that you would like it, I am going to be doing a giveaway on my previous video, which was 10th grade curriculum, and then my upcoming video, which will be 6th grade curriculum. I'm just going to do a drawing between those and send this to someone who would like it. Okay, it comes with a game. My kids really like to play the games. I've saved all the games from the years that we've done, and they really like them. And then there's always a read aloud for each unit that you do. And so one of the units we had already read the book, so I just replaced it with this book, All of a Kind Family by Sydney Taylor. That's a read aloud. Fu and Chin, The Mooring Tree, and The Falcon of Eric the Red. So that takes care of history. For math, it is either going to be teaching textbooks or CTC math. It's most likely going to be CTC math. We have tried it out over the summer so far and really like it, and so I think we might stick with that. I'm flexible, like if we get into it and there's a kid that just doesn't love it and would like to switch back to teaching textbooks, I'm totally open to that. But I just like to try, like the odds of all 3 of my children learning math in the same way are not very good. So I like to kind of be open to what works best for each kid. But right now it's going to be CTC math unless we need to switch. I will try to pop some pictures up here just so you can see what I'm talking about, because I don't have a physical copy of that. Okay, that takes care of language arts. We've done history, we've done math. Now we have science. She will do this with her brother Jericho, my 6th grader. This is also the Good and the Beautiful. We are going to be doing birds, which I'm excited about. I got them each a bird watching notebook. We actually have tons of birds around our house, so it should not be hard to do this. And I had this book somewhere, not from the Good and the Beautiful, but I had a book about John Audubon and I must have given it away. So this will be our read aloud for that history or that science unit. I don't always do the read alouds, but I remember really liking the story of John Audubon. So we will be doing that. And then we will be doing mammals. And I got Can You Track It? We have a lot of animal tracks around us as well, especially in the winter. It's really fun to go out in the snow and see if you can figure out what types of, I mean, we've had like cougars, we've had fox, there's even some bear not too far from us. They're like little black bears. They're not harmful or anything, so I thought that the kids would enjoy that. And then this one came with Prairie Dog Town as well for a little read aloud. And then the last one is the brand new one, which I'm really excited about. So paleontology. I'm very excited. The kids are excited about this one. So I think we might start with birds just because we have more birds, you know, in the fall than we do in the winter. And I think we might save this one for the winter. But I went ahead, I don't get all of the books that come with it because some of them are a little bit young for my, like the picture books are a little bit young for my kids. So I don't always get those, but this one looked really cool. Amazing Archaeological Digs. And then I went ahead and got their student journal. So I like that there's different for different ages. So this one's for grades 3 to 6, which is awesome. It has everything that they need in there. And then this one is for grades 7 and 8. Again, has everything. Sorry about the glare. I'm like by my window because it's good lighting, but it also glares. So that is that. Those are, we always make it through 3 units and then usually need a 4th, but I do still have to take all the kids through the sexual reproduction and maturation unit, which I am hoping to still do this summer, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, for her, one thing I'm adding in, which this is just extra, I guess it could be considered an elective. None of my kids got Michigan history for some reason. I want to say it was like 3rd or 4th grade, if I remember correctly, when I was in public school. But I remember loving Michigan history. Like we learned about the Native Americans because we live right by a river system, and we went to this little museum by the river and they have like a birch bark canoe, and we learned about like the logging, how like from up north, all of the loggers would like float the logs down the river. Like I just remember being infatuated and loving it. So I'm kind of sad that my kids missed out on that. So I couldn't find any good Michigan history curriculum, so I kind of just got some books and I'm going to make it my own. So I got, and most of these, all of these came from thrift books. So I got A Field Guide to Michigan State History. Just looked very comprehensive. There's some really cool stuff in here. I got Uniquely Michigan. So again, just has a bunch of cool stuff in here. A bunch of like, did you know? Like, did you know in Michigan you are never farther than 6 miles from a lake or stream? I didn't know that. I can imagine that because we do have a lot of lakes and streams around here. This one is called The Great Book of Michigan, The Crazy History of Michigan with Amazing Random Facts and Trivia. My kids love facts and trivia, so thought that would be a good thing. And then just for fun, I got Best of the Best from Michigan Cookbook. I thought that we could cook some things that are like uniquely from Michigan. So there are definitely some like weird, there's some weird stuff in here, which I think my kids will get a kick out of, but there's a lot of Dutch stuff because we have a high Dutch population in Michigan, but there's a lot of venison recipes because we are big deer hunters around here. Like this one is for venison dip. So anyway, I just thought that that would be a fun little addition to their Michigan history. Then she will be taking band with the public school so that she can play sports. She's in percussion, so she'll be in 8th grade band. She will play all of her sports. And then we also have incorporated World Watch News for kids. So that's like a little news broadcast every day. It just gives them the highlights with all of the, without all of the yuck that I don't really want them watching the news for. And so that is all of her curriculum. And then I thought I would just show you for fun just a couple of the extra stuff that I like to have around for the kids, like when I read out, and I read out loud to them as well. I'll usually just take them through a series of books. We've done Little House on the Prairie, like Laura Ingalls Wilder, the whole series. Right now we're doing The Borrowers. I read to them out loud during the summer as well. And so Jalea really likes to do word searches while I'm reading out loud. Jericho likes to do those too. Some little like puzzle games they like to play. So Canoodle is some of the best games. These make great like stocking stuffer or Easter basket games, but this one's Canoodle Genius. This one's like regular Canoodle. All my kids love these actually. And then this one is Canoodle Gravity. So they can quietly do these while I'm reading out loud to them. And then periodically, all of my kids have loved these Paint by Sticker. So they're teeny tiny stickers that, let me see if I can find one that Journey has done, that you make a picture out of. Like all those are stickers. So those are great, like keep your hands busy so that you can listen to read alouds. All of my kids need to do something with that. And then this is a newest one, The Ultimate Book of Dot to Dot. And yeah, all the kids really like these, so they've done a couple of them. Just something you don't have to think about. You can just keep your hands busy. Okay, then real quickly, these are just some of the extra things I use. I like these, the Answers books for kids. We haven't got to this one yet, but I plan on it. Answer book for teens. So for Julia, I will be going through that with her. These are newer. These are called like Genius books. I got these at Costco. And it's a quiz encyclopedia to boost your brain. So it's kind of a quiz, and the answers are along the bottom, and so then you quiz yourself. So then if you have a guess, then you can go down here and see if you're right, but it's just about lots of stuff. This one's earth knowledge, animal knowledge, and just like regular knowledge. So it has tons and tons of different topics. Then these are my all-time favorite books. They're very big, so I'm probably not going to hold up all of them, but I mean, this book is gigantic. But this is my newest one, Planetarium. These are the Welcome to the Museum series. And the artwork is just so beautiful. And of course, these are not like Christian worldview, so there is some, information that we don't agree with, but our kids know to just pick out that information and skip it. So this has stuff about solar systems and just, these are just fun. Like if I need a kid to do something while they're waiting for me, I will have them like pick out a page that they want to try to trace and color, or I will have them like read the little article and then trace a picture and color it. So just really, really cool stuff. This one's all about fungus and stuff. Okay, I think I hit, if you could see my bedroom right now, there are stacks everywhere. But I think I hit everything for 8th grade. So I will try to link stuff as I can. And of course, if you have any questions, just ask me in the comments or go follow me over on Instagram and DM me. I'm a little more apt to respond quickly over there. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and we will see you in the next one.